Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Alright, so, a little bit of an explanation here. I'm doing post-commentary right now. This footage had the audio completely messed up. You may even occasionally, in certain moments, hear a slight murmuring that sounds like it could be me talking very low. I'm gonna have the volume pretty low though on this, so except for this commentary. Anyway, basically what happened was the audio got all blended together and parts of it got really messed up with basically you could not hear my commentary for most of it, just occasionally. So yeah, I had to do this post-commentary, but I never really got around to it, and for that I'm really sorry. I feel bad that I've waited this long to do it. But we're doing it now. Parts of this are gonna...
Hey Murray, can you see the general from there?
Nope. Just an old man coming up the ramp.
Don't let his appearance fool you. That's General Clawfoot, and he's one of the toughest old soldiers you'll ever see. Not to mention head of castle security.
What if he doesn't want to come? I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, don't worry about that. He's only afraid of two things, fire and water. Other than that, you couldn't hurt him if you wanted to. He might even come in handy along the way, as a projectile.
Wow, that is handy.
Sorry, I didn't want to talk over the cutscene there. Anyway, point is, it's a funny thing about just hitting him and picking him up. Here we go. But anyway, so yeah, I do feel bad about it. But we're doing it now, and after this, I'm going to be finishing this game and starting the next one. Oh, you can actually faintly hear me there for once. But anyway, finishing this one, starting the next one, and it'll be a part of Stream a Day. So this will be like the last episode like this, and then I'll probably start streaming this game shortly thereafter. At least once in a while, to give us something other than Breath of the Wild and the occasional multiplayer thing.
Well, well, General Clawfoot, we've got a lot to talk about. You wouldn't by chance know the security codes to the castle gates, hmm? Don't feel like talking, huh? How about a little of this?
Jack!
Talk, you scoundrel!
Well, I guess he's ticklish. Job completed. Alright, so let's get in here, and I think that I decided the next thing I needed to do was take care of clue bottles. Pretty sure that's what I did here. So anyway, yeah, there's gonna be some editing employed here, I feel, because I remember derping around for a long time trying to find the clue bottles, and if I'm looking at this video clip, it's extremely long. So yeah, anyway, so we'll jump around here, and as I find things after a point. I may not do much talking during the rest of this, just because it's mostly gonna be jump cuts to clue bottles. But I did just want to say really quickly one more time, just to be clear there, because I kind of kept cutting myself off. But I'm going to be after this. Actually, you know what? There may be two videos I have to post-commentate now that I think about it. Actually, I feel like there was a second one that I did after this, after the clue bottle stuff. So anyway, whatever it ends up being, Could just be one long one, could be two, I don't know. But whatever ends up being after that, these post commentary things are done, then we will be streaming this on Stream a Day on my Twitch channel, and then those streams will be cut up into episodes. And basically what I usually do is, you know, 25-30 minutes, whatever works best for that particular game. That's what I'll cut the streams up into, those kind of segments, and we'll go from there. So if you don't like watching on Twitch, or you're not able to, you'll still get to see this. Well, that was dumb. You'll still get to see this just a little bit after, you know, it happens on the stream. So yeah, anyway, let's see if we can't hunt down some clue bottles and try not to get killed a million times along the way. But if I recall, I derp around a lot looking for these clue bottles, so I also get a lot of treasures too, I think. So anyway, like I said, probably do a lot of jump cuts. Probably not a lot more talking here at this point, but until a little bit later. So yeah, let's just enjoy the rest of this hunt. now? Cool. Alright, so now it is time for number 30. And this is the point where I was like, hey, I should go get the vault. And about 45 minutes goes by at this point, because I finally ended up looking it up, and I was like, oh, I need to go in this room over here. But I can't freaking go in that room over there. Or not this one, it's this one over here. Because there's 2 keys on it, and I don't know how to get into it. And I was really concerned about this. But I would find out later that it's because I haven't done the mission that opens it up yet. So, nothing to fear there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, jump to the next section of footage that we have. Because I think I have to post-commentate that as well. And we'll just make this all one episode, I guess. So, I'll see you guys in just a second. I wasn't able to, like, fully confirm it, but literally everything that I looked at pointed to the fact that apparently, in this case, this episode of the game, you have to... But yeah, so as far as the whole vault thing, I wasted a whole bunch of time when I was looking for that, only to realize that I don't have access to it yet, and I was very confused by that. But yeah, I guess that's what happens when you don't, you know, play a game for a very, very long time. You know, I felt like I knew the game very well, but you don't remember everything, you know? Alright, so it's over here in around, we saw it around this building when we were looking for clue bottles. There it is. I don't know why I bothered to do that, considering that we were about to enter the mission, which would have got rid of that guy anyway. What am I doing? What am I looking around for? I don't really know. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, honestly, but I suppose I had a reason for this at the time. Where in the frick am I going? I wish I could hear myself to know what I was saying back then. Oh, I guess I was wanting to talk about this thing again. So that, whatever. Waste of time, John. Alright, so now we are entering the mission. And, yeah, there's going to be a cutscene, so I guess we'll let them talk.
That's it! I knew she'd have a bad mojo collector to transport the overflow.
Huh?
It's a semi-magical device that sucks up bad mojo. I'll need it to gather the runoff from these spouts.
Wow, sounds easy.
Not really. Bad mojo is a powerfully dark force. Take any damage while carrying that collector and you're done for.
Wow, sounds hard.
Yes, it presents an interesting tactical challenge. Perhaps I could use the death traps native to these crypts against any foe that might attempt to thwart my collection of the ectoplasm.
Huh? No way that'll work. I'd use that switch to smash up the guards before they ever got near me.
Precisely. Once all 4 cylinders of the collection device are full, that should be enough black magic to destroy the Mind Shuffler.
This is not one of my favorite missions. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That was actually really funny, because you could hear me say that. It's one of the few times you can hear me in these recordings, is hearing me say that I didn't like this mission. So yeah, this one is a pain in the butt. There is no two ways about this. This one is a pain in the butt. And I'm pretty sure I end up failing a few times. I'm not sure, but the actual the length of this raw footage suggests to me that I did indeed fail quite a bit. So if there's lots of fails, then well, you know, editing will be employed. But basically, you use this thing and you can destroy these dudes. And the first one's not very difficult. But there's multiple stages to this nonsense. That was close. I try to hold off to get more than one at a time, because the recharge time makes it to where it's a little harder to do. If you only get like one, then you're gonna be in a situation where you know, you might have to deal with it on your own, which I mean is doable, but like one hit, I think, I don't know if it's one hit, I can't remember, but I think it breaks the thing on your back. So yeah, but anyway, then it's like, oh, that's all the mojo we're gonna get from that thing. We better, you know, move on. And I know I should be letting Bentley do the talking here, but it's such a short little clip that I felt like, you know, I'd just talk over it for some reason. Anyway, so now we have to trek over to the next of the spots. So let's do that. Alright, second location. And as you saw, there are 4. So this is going to take some time. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I start having some fails mixed in here pretty soon. So that's great, you know. Something to look forward to. But yeah, so this one, you see things start to get a bit more complicated. And I at first don't remember which one does what, so I'm kind of figuring that out as I go. That was, you know, for example, a waste, and then, you know, this is kind of your fail-safe one. But you kind of just have to figure it out. So like, that one swings that, this one shoots the things across, which again I totally failed on. And then I have to run on and get this guy here, but as you can see, I sort of messed that up entirely. Now I'm just really hoping this thing will come back in time for me to use it. One thing is they will hit each other. That's something. And then here I'm just trying to buy time, which actually did work somehow. And we did that. Hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that. The noisiest thing in the entire universe just went by. But anyway, so yeah, at this point it was just trying to stay ahead of the game here, trying to learn the layouts and understand, you know, what I needed to do. And yeah, you can run around and buy yourself some time, but when they do that attack, that one's particularly bad because it's really hard to dodge. And I did my best here to stay on top of this, but yeah, it's difficult. And that guy didn't die, which was really incredibly bad. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I got away with that one. But yeah, if you can manage to get away from them, it's fine. But then, as you can see, that will happen. So yeah. Alright, so back in the action here, and you know, we're doing a little better. A big part of this is remembering which one does what and how to time it so that you can make the most use of these ones that come back the fastest, because yeah, this attempt went a whole lot more smoothly because I did figure out the timing on all of those. But you can still get overwhelmed, which is really really rather annoying. So you want to try to, you know, like I say, get away from them. Here it's like this was literally the last of it that I needed to do, but yeah, had to buy some time there. But yeah, so now we need to get on to the third location. So let's get the frick on over there. All right. So we're at the next location. Ready to do more of the same, honestly, and probably fail, I assume, a lot. But, you know, not much you can do about that. It also started much more quickly than I thought that time, so I was like, oh, crap. This one's interesting. You kind of have to actively move around the room amongst all the traps yourself. So that's kind of annoying. And then I was just like, oh, okay, so that's what this does, that's what that does. But that only puts them to sleep. That one's less good in the grand scheme of things, I find. Here I was like, please come back, please come back. And it finally did. But yeah, the one in the middle just puts them to sleep. So you have to actually put down some bombs in order to get anywhere with it. Which is kind of annoying, but you know, at least it will stop you from getting dead, basically. So there's that. Yeah, here I'm like surrounded. I really need to do something about this, but of course, yeah, that basically happens. So, yeah, gotta do that stuff again. Alright. So, really, it's a lot of it is just about, you know, timing, making sure you're getting the maximum amount of them, and making sure that, you know, we're doing the bomb things right so that we take these dudes out that are asleep. But they don't stay asleep long, so that's the thing to remember. That was close. I cut that one rather close. The health is silly. Health does nothing for you here because if they hit you once, that's it. So, and oh, that guy narrowly avoided that situation, didn't he? And then now I'm like terrified and you heard that comical rage moment there in the background, perhaps. Not sure if you could hear it very well, but I was sort of losing my mind. So this is actually a few deaths later. I decided not to include every single death. Yeah, this one just went better for some inexplicable reason. And, yeah. I just needed to get rid of these guys, and that was gonna be that. You can hear me like groaning in the background because I was so over it. But yeah, so let's get on to the next location. And we gotta jump down this well. Find ourselves in the last of the 4 spots, which, thank goodness, we've reached this. But I have a feeling that there's some fails in this one too, so that's something to look forward to, I guess. Yeah, again, it's like, okay, we gotta learn what does what. And this one is this one's a little tricky because you see how they like jump and they have like a little bit of hang time. They can actually really avoid some of these traps if you don't time them right because they have that bit of hang time. So like the ones where the platform drops, it's really easy to not. Oh god. Here I was just like, save me, bomb. But unfortunately, that just allowed more of them to build up because I didn't get to the thing in time. So, this one was already off to a bad start, and I still didn't know which thing was which there. And yeah, I'm just basically surrounded, and yet somehow I get out of that situation for the most part, which is good. But obviously, I'm not doing the thing, which is getting up here and stopping them, so it's really not helping. I've just kind of let this get away from me altogether here, and it's real bad. It's one thing to successfully escape them, but it's an entire other to let them build up in such a way that it's next to impossible. But yeah. I don't know if you could hear me raging, but that was it. Those were the last guys. If I had pulled that off, it would have been amazing, but I didn't. So I'm including this next clip because of what you can hear me in the background doing. No, I blew myself up! Ah! Oh my gosh. Wow, John. Insane freakouts aside, this is the final stretch. Several attempts were made, but that one had the best freakout. Do it fast enough.
With a mojo collector at full capacity, I should be able to blow the clockwork eyes off that mine shuffler. This is going to be great.
Do it fast enough. Completed. You don't have to worry about it.
All right, fellas, let's get down to business. The first steps to escalating the war between Neela and the Contessa have gone well. We're down to the final setups before we spring our trap. Sly, I need you to steal a voice modulator from the castle and install it under Neela's headquarters. If all goes as planned, it should allow us to give orders to her mercenaries without being detected. Unfortunately, Neela's recent bomber purchase has made her army over-enthusiastic, and they might strike before we're ready. Which leads me to Murray. I need you to hotwire one of the Contessa's tanks and go to town on the mercenaries. We just need to intimidate them a little. And finally, I'll venture back into the crypts to power up that old computer in the re-education tower. We're going to need it to save Carmelita. Oh, and Sly, if you haven't already got one, you'll need to buy a paraglider for the heist. Okay, let's move out!
Alright, so, yeah. It's too bad you guys didn't get the full, genuine experience of the rage, everything I was saying and everything, but, it is what it is, you know, we had to make do and get this video out eventually. So, unfortunately, not in its original presentation, but at least you kind of got to hear me shriek at that one point, which was kind of special. Either way, that is going to be it. I do believe at some point here, I don't know what I was doing or saying or feeling, probably, honestly, contemplating never playing the game again at this point. But I do believe at some point here, I make some purchases maybe on ThiefNet, I don't know. But either way, just to reiterate, we're going to be continuing this as part of Stream-A-Day, and I look forward to bringing that to you guys on there, as well as, of course, cutting the streams up into videos later. So that should be a good deal, and I think we'll have a good time with it. Funnily enough, after all of that editing, this ended up being 30 minutes. It's like an hour and 45 minutes of footage that got cut down to 30 minutes. And like I say, most episodes will probably be around that when I cut the stream up, so yeah, I guess that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you either at the streams or in these future videos. If you enjoyed, hammer the like button, share with friends, subscribe if you're new to join the Wolfpack, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh wait, am I going to look at ThiefNet now? Hold on. Retract the buy. Oh my gosh, sell the loot. Retract the buy because I can actually buy this thing, and now I have all the items. Alright, anyway. Not all the items, all the available items. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
You jump and press the circle button.